Okay, so we move on to the final activity of the 2021 November past paper. Okay, and this is to do with word processing, where you are supposed to be creating a leaflet, editing a leaflet. Okay, so the first instruction goes as open the file leaflet. So you should be having this file with you, this file called leaflet. So you can come into your folder, and over here you have a file called leaflet. Let's open it up. And in this folder, the first instruction is enter leaflet, your name, candidate number, and center number in the header. So let's double click on the header. This is the header area. Let's double click and let's type leaflet, your name, candidate number, and your center number. Okay, so let's close the header and footer now. Okay, then it goes on to say save the document as leaflet. Okay, so it's already leaflet. So I'm just going to click on save because it's already under the name leaflet. Mehdi wants you to edit a two-sided A5 leaflet to hand out to potential clients. Okay, edit page number 1. Edit the text. 2. Make the text, do you need TLA, a subheading? Okay, so do you need TLA should become a subheading. Okay, so over here, so subheading as in if you come to the home tab, you can see you have heading 1 styling, you have heading 2 styling. So heading 2 is always a subheading. Okay. So let's click over here and make this a subheading. Okay, heading number 2. Okay. The next thing it says is change the bullet list to numbered lists. Sorry, change the bullets to numbered bullets. Okay, so we have a bulleted list over here. We have now it's bulleted. We have to make it a numbered list. Okay, so over here you have numbered list. Let's click over it and go with 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there you go. The next thing is change the line spacing for the after the visit paragraph to 1.5 after the visit. Okay, so from here to here. Sorry. Okay, so this line spacing, the line spacing for this particular paragraph should be 1.5. Okay, so line spacing is the spacing between the lines here. So in the home tab, you have line spacing over here. So you can very simply click on it and say you want it to be 1.5. Okay. Then the next thing to be done is add an appropriate image to the right of the after the visit paragraph. Okay, to the right. Okay, so somewhere over here, an appropriate image should appear. So let's go into our images folder and let's look for a suitable image. So let's first read this. After the visit, we will contact you to let you know the cost of the makeover services we discussed. We will also. Okay, so something related to this. So maybe something like this, maybe. After we visit you, maybe something like this. Yeah, I'm going to take this image. Okay, I'm going to take this image. With this gate, it shows like a house, or maybe this. Okay, yeah, or maybe this. This looks more homely. Let's copy it, Control-C, and let's paste it over here. Okay, however, the image is too big. Let's first make it smaller. And it has to be on the right of this paragraph. Okay, so what you can do is you can come to picture format. And you can come to wrap text and you can say you want it to be tight. Okay, so when you make it tight, you can move this all the way onto the right of this paragraph. Perfect. Okay, I was moving it all this time. Okay, I was moving it with the mouse. Okay. The next thing it tells us is change the alignment of the heading and subheading. Change the alignment of the heading and subheading. So the heading and subheading alignment should be changed. So I'm going to go with center. Okay. Let's center it. Okay, they did not tell us what alignment. They simply said change the alignment. Okay. Format the table to merge row 1 and center align the text. Merge row 1. Okay, so row 1 has to be merged. Let's select it. Let's come to table design. Sorry, layout, and let's say merge cells. Okay, and we also have to center align this text. So over here in the layout tab, we have center align over here. Align center. Okay. The next thing it says is include shadowing for row 1. Okay, include shadowing for row 1. So then, let's go into Microsoft Word. So they have already told us to do it for row 1. So let's keep the cursor in row 1. Let's come into table design. And over here we have shading. So they haven't told us a specific color, so maybe something like this. Yeah, this looks all right. Okay. Next thing is split row 4 into 4 columns and enter the text watering regime into the blank cell. So split row 4 into 2 columns, row 4. Split row 4. So this is row 4. It has to be split into 2 columns. Okay, right now it's just one. So you right click over here and you say split cells and you say you want it to be split into 2 columns. Okay, and we say okay. So now it has been split into 2 columns, and in the blank cell, we have to enter watering regime. Okay. Okay, that's also done. Change the outside border of the table to a double line. Okay, so the outside border. So let's select the entire table. Let's click on this. When you click on the table, you get this symbol over here. When you click on this, the entire table gets selected. Okay, so now we go into border style, borders, and we go into borders and shading. And over here, what did they tell us? They told us it should be a double line. So let's click over here. Where is double line, double line? Okay, here you go. You get double line over here. Okay, so let's take double line. Okay, apply to the table and we say okay. Okay, so we have applied a double line border for the table. Okay, right. Resave leaflet. Okay. Oh, they just said the outside border. Okay, just the outside border. My bad, my bad. Just the outside border only. Okay, let's do this again. Let's come to table design. Let's come to borders and shading. We want it to be double line, but we do not want it to be to the entire table. Not to the inside cells. Okay, we want it to be only to the outside border. So now we say okay. So as you can see, only to the outside, the double line border has been applied. Okay, that was what they said, right? Change the outside border of the table to a double line. So inside we'll keep it as a single line. Okay. Okay. We set the outside border. Okay, let's do this manually. Okay. And we want the outside borders. Oops, sorry. We want the outside borders. Okay, so the outside borders are double lined. Okay. Right. It then says resave leaflet. So let's resave it. Then it says open a new, do not print at this stage, open a new word processing document. So in Microsoft Word itself, 1 minute, how are we supposed to save it? You're supposed to save this as task B4A. So in my folder itself, I'm going to create another Word document, right click new Word document, and I'm going to save this as task B4A. Oops, where did I go? Task B4A. Let's open this and enter task B4A, your name, candidate number, center number. Okay, in the header. Let's do that. Task B4A, your name, your candidate number, and your center number. Okay. And take a screenshot of showing how you set the line spacing to 1.5, paste a screenshot. So we are supposed to take a screenshot of this. Let me do that. Okay. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to take a screenshot. Okay. So I'm going to keep the cursor here and then take a screenshot of this. Okay. So you can press Windows Shift S. That is a snipping tool. You can either press the print screen button or you can press Windows Shift S. Let me show you how this works. This is snipping tool. Okay, it allows you to select what you want to take a screenshot of. So I want to take a screenshot of this entire screen. Okay. And then I come into Microsoft Word, task B4A, and press Control V, which is paste. Okay. So you can see the line spacing menu is also visible. Okay. It's up to you. You can either press print screen, that is also completely fine, or you can even try the snipping tool. Shortcut key is Windows Shift S. Okay. Windows Shift S is a shortcut key for snipping tool where you can select what you want to screenshot and then come and paste it in Microsoft Word. Then it says paste a screenshot, save the document as task B4A. We've done that. Edit page 2. So we move into page 2 now. We move into page 2. Over here, the question paper tells us, insert a suitable image in the blank cell in the table. Okay, so over here, we have to insert an image, a suitable image. Okay, so of gardening services. So let's come to our folder, images folder. Let's look for a suitable image. Let's take something. This looks quite fine. So Control C. Come to our table, Control V. Okay, it's too big. Let's make it smaller from the corners while holding the Shift key. Smaller, 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 smaller. Okay, perfect. Okay, right. The next thing to be done is add a call out in front of the image you inserted and add appropriate text to describe the image. Okay, so we have to put a call out, meanings we have to point towards it and explain something. Okay, add appropriate text to describe the image. Okay. So let's come to insert. Let's come to shapes. And let's take this as a call out. Okay. And where shall we put it? Let's put it somewhere over here. Let's move this up. Some up, some up, some up. What are we going to describe this image about? Okay, so let's put something like this. Okay, and let's put no fill for this. No fill, and let's put an explanation over here. Double click. We offer professional makeover services. Okay, right now the font is white. Okay, so I'm going to press Control A and select all the font and then change it to black color. Okay, it's too big as well. Let's make it slightly smaller, smaller, smaller. This looks fine. Okay, let's slightly turn this over. Something like that. Okay. Right. Then set the background color for the call out to dark green and the font color to white. Okay, so this has to be dark green. The call out has to be dark green. Shape format, shape outline. Let's make it dark green. Okay, perfect. And the font should be, what color did they say? Font color white. Sorry, the background color. Let's change the shape fill to dark green. And this should be made white. So home tab, and we make this white. Okay. Then it goes on to say, set the text in the call out to size 14. Okay, let's make this size 14. Then we will have to do a little bit of adjusting. Maybe it's something like this. Or shall we just change this to makeover services because we're running out of space? Okay, let's say makeover services. Okay, add automatic page numbers to the footer. Okay, so let's go into the footer. Let's double click on the footer and insert page number. So okay, let's go to the header and footer tab, and let's say page number at the bottom of the page. It could be in the center, not a problem. Okay. And right align the page number. Okay, so let's right align this. Let's come to the home tab and say right align. Okay. Then it says take a screenshot of showing how you added the automatic page number to the footer. Paste a screenshot into document task B4A. So again, I'm going to be using the snipping tool. So I'm going to come to page number, bottom of page, and I'm going to press Windows Shift S. Okay, and I'm going to take a screenshot of this entire area. And I'm going to go into Microsoft Word and paste it. enter, paste. And then the question paper goes on to say resave task B4, print task B4A. So resave it and then Control P to print it. Do not forget to click on the print button to print it. Okay. Then the next thing is it also tells us to save leaflet, resave leaflet and print leaflet. Okay, so we save this and then we have to Control P and print this document as well. Okay. Then the next thing it tells us is open a new word processing document, enter task B4B, your name, candidate number, and center number in the header. Save the document as task B4B. Okay, so I'm going to do it in my folder itself. Right click, new Word document. I'm going to call this task B4B. I'm going to open it up. Go into the header. Task B4B, your name, your candidate number, and your center number. So close header and footer. Then the question paper goes on to say, answer these questions on the document task B4B. Explain one improvement you would make to the leaflet. So you can put your own answer, whatever improvement you think you can put over there. Now, for example, if I was to go through the leaflet, if I was to zoom out, to me, maybe put a border for the leaflet. Okay, but you have to explain. Maybe use more images. Okay, so you just put whichever improvement you think is best. Okay, so I'll put my first one. I would recommend inserting a border in the leaflet so as to make it look more attractive and arrange. Okay, right. Give one reason why it is important to save work regularly. Okay, so a simple, straightforward question. Why is it important to regularly save work? So you can say it is important. It is important to regularly save work so that nothing is lost in case there is sudden power failure or if the file suddenly stops responding. Okay. And then the next question, the final question, explain one reason why it is important to use folder structures when organizing work. So when you do save your work, when you do save your files on your computer, you put them into folders, you organize them. Okay. So they're asking why it is important. You can say it is important to organize files by folders so that it would be easy for the user to locate their files, as the files would be so it will be easy for the user to locate their files. Otherwise users will have to go through a large number of files in one location, which could be difficult. Okay, so when you put them into folders, you know where your files are. You know, okay, for example, if you for example, your school studies, when you organize them into folders, you know, okay, these inside the English folder, all your English files are there. Inside your mathematics folder, you have all your mathematics files. Inside your ICT folder, you have all your ICT files. Now, inside your ICT folder also, you will not just have all your files, you will have even more folders: theory folder, practical folder. Inside the practical folder, again, you will have even further folders: word processing, graphics designing, spreadsheets, database. Now, when you open up spreadsheets, for example, you will have even more folders: 2011, 2012, 2013, 2000. You will organize the past papers into folders, because if you have all the files in one folder, English, maths, ICT, you know, all these subjects in one folder, it's going to be a big mess looking for your files. Okay, it's going to take a lot of time to find them as well. Okay, so that's why having folders is extremely important, so you can organize, you can categorize your files. Okay, Right. So with that, we have come to the end of the 2021 November paper. I hope you have benefited. I hope you have learned. I hope I have made your work easy for you. Okay, if anything, do get in touch with me. I may take time to respond, but I'll try my best to get back to you as fast as I can. Okay, so with that, I end the 2021 November paper. Take care. See you soon.